Okay.
Step 2. I then poured everything from this container into a little pot, and I just stirred it. There was quite a bit of sugar at the bottom, so I would suggest that you stirred it during the night when you wake up, go to the loo, get up, stir it, and then just leave it again. But just remember, in the morning when you come, it will soak down again. Make sure you pour everything in here, and then just keep stirring on a low heat, on a medium heat to start off. Once it starts boiling, you can see the water's heating up now. Then you put it down to a lower heat, but keep stirring. You don't want it to burn. Right, now I remember when my mom used to make this, then we the kids have to go and pick the figs. You come in with bags and bags because they had so many ripe figs. My mom would give away to the neighbors in the street. She would give it to the family and friends, the church family and friends. But there was always loads left after. So the house would smell of figs, sweet figs. And you know already, oh, the next couple of months is just going to be figs coming out of your ears. At the time, we didn't mind because remember in those days, we didn't have tablets and iPhones or cell phones. We, the kids, used to play outside. And when you're hungry, you couldn't go inside and say, Mom, I want a packet of crisps, or Mom, I want a chocolate. No. You go to the back garden and you go and pick some fruit. And you fill yourself with that. And we would feel good because it's sweet, just like a sweet. But yeah, so we kept ourselves busy, and my brothers, especially Alistair, he used to get so mad. I remember him complaining to our mom, and he would go and tell my mom, Mom, Anthony's been in my wardrobe again. And what I used to do is I used to put on their shorts, because I never used to have shorts. I used to put on their shorts, put on my boots, and I would climb the fruit trees, because the best fruit is always at the top of the tree. Once my dad caught me in the tree because he was looking for me. And when he found me, I was in the tree. And from that day onwards, when he found me in the tree, he used to call me his jungle girl. And that stuck. Anyway, yeah, so what I was trying to say is in those days, we had no tablets and phones, and we never used to sit on the sofa. Oh no, that's another thing. Once Mum cleans that lounge, the floor would be polished. Cushions would be puffed and put ready in place. Don't you dare go into that lounge. That lounge needs to stay tidy for when visitors come or when my dad comes home. Place must be clean. So we stayed outside until dusk or until Mum calls us to come in and eat. So we were happy to have fruit trees to keep us busy, to keep us full during the day, keep us satisfied until it was supper time. We were actually glad to be outside. But anyway, yeah, times have changed. So this is one of my mom's recipes. So in here is everything I soaked with in step 1. Remember, we soaked it in lemon rind, the juice of a lemon, sugar, and stick cinnamon. Now, if you don't like the lemony taste, you don't have to grate the rind of the lemon. I like a tart as well when it's jam. You can just peel the lemon and put the lemon skin in here overnight, and then take it out when it's time to cook it. If you feel the lemon taste will be too strong. So I'm just going to let this cook for about 30 minutes or until this mixture has become quite sticky. You can see it's still quite watery. So I'm going to leave it on until it's quite sticky, and we'll be right back to show you at the end. So I'm just going to leave it to cook on a low heat until the sugar has thickened. Now remember, you don't have to cut it this small. You can even leave some pieces quite whole and eat it just like that. Or, because some of this I'm going to mash down and some I'm going to leave as is because I like chunks of fig on my bread. It is so delicious. The noise you hear in the background is my washing going. I don't like wasting time. I always have washing on or something. So yeah, just keep stirring. Now the sugar that I said, it is to your taste. Okay, if you want less sugar, use less sugar. If you want more, use more. It is to your taste. The same with the lemon. If you don't want the lemon, omit the lemon. If you like the lemon tart tasting it, add the lemon. Now before I mash the figs, when it's ready, I will take out the stick cinnamon because you don't want stick cinnamon pieces in your jam. Now this black here, it's also a type of fig. It is not stick cinnamon. I'm trying to find a piece of stick cinnamon, but I really can't find. Or the other thing about the figs. Now, I was the only girl. Anyway, so I had all the toys to myself. I used to play house in the back garden. Because believe me, we had lots of chickens around there, lots of trees to play under. Anyway, so the figs were my food when I was playing house. So I used that. I would cut it up, plate it, and give it to my dolls. Oh, such lovely memories. Now my daughters want me to give them crisps and things that you buy from the shop to play with. Now there's a piece of stick cinnamon, see there? So that will come out when I start mashing it. So yeah, but in those days the fruit trees were my cuisine for my dolls when I was playing house. I would pack lunch for my so-called husband to go to work. I would make pack lunches for my children to go to school. Oh man, those were the days where I had freedom. And everybody played with everyone. The children would play with each other. You know already. Just go out in front and everyone is there and you play whatever games, whatever you have. If you have a tennis ball, you play tennis. If you have cricket bat and a ball, you play cricket. And everyone played with everyone. And it's nice to have someone from each house, because if the ball goes into the garden, that child will go and get it from their own garden. But believe me, in those days, our parents used to take pride in their gardens. The flowers, oh, man, I miss those days. Mom used to pick the flowers when we have visitors or my dad comes home. My mom used to pick the flowers, put it in a vase. So nice. And how proud she must have felt that when she picked flowers from her own garden to make the house look pretty. Now we go to the florist or we go to the shop, we pick up a bunch of flowers, and how much do we pay for it? Gee, lots of money. Just let it keep cooking. Believe me, once this is done, you can even put it in a jar. Like this. I had a jar here. If you make loads, big pots, put it in a jar like this. Put a little gingham cloth over it, a ribbon around it, and there's a lovely gift for someone. Christmas is coming up, think about that. Or just an old lady that you haven't seen for a while, old couple, mom and dad. They would love your homemade jam, believe me. The color is starting to change. It's already starting to look like jam. The color of the liquid, I don't know if you can see it. Yes, it's turning brown. See, the fruit is already softening. I'm just waiting for the liquid to thicken. And I'm going to mash it, let it cool down, and then I'm going to put it in my little jars. Now this you can keep in your fridge for up to 2 months. But believe me, it's not going to last that long because everybody is going to be eating it. It is so delicious. That is actually nice. Let it thicken a bit. Then give it another stir and see how long. Oh, it's thickening already. It's thickening. Oh. Now you can use this to spread on your cakes, like in between the two layers. You can spread it on there. You can spread it on your bread, your sandwich, and enjoy that with a nice cup of tea. I always have it with green tea because it's quite sweet. What else can you use it for? Yeah, I said to spread between layers of cake. Put it on your sandwich. When you make pancakes, eat it with your pancakes. Oh, in the comments, write down what else you think you could use it for. Yeah, I thought of cakes, pancakes, and your sandwiches. Let me know what else you will use your jam for, your fig jam. There's still a few more figs left in the bowl. I'm thinking of making an upside down fig cake. If no one eats the figs before I make it, I will let you know my recipe for that one. It is thickening now. You can see all the bubbles, it's thickening. I'm trying to find a masher. Remember, this is not my house. I'm trying to find a masher. I'll probably just use a fork and mash it with a fork. We're nearly there. When it stands as well, when it's cooling down, it will become even thicker too. So let it cook for a little bit. All those bubbles, that's the sugar. It's delicious. Okay, I'm let it cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. Then I'm going to let it cool down, and then I'm going to mash it and put it in my jars to go in the fridge. So in the next step, I'll come back and show you what I've done with the jam.